Okay, this is the STL overview for the front pieces, and this is going to be a little bit more involved than some of the other videos because of the things we have to do here. Now, the important part when printing these, you will typically want 10% infill is fine. You shouldn't need any kind of supports, but you should go into the parameters and set. Now, typically you're going to want 3, 4, or sometimes even 5 vertical slope perimeters, because especially for some of the longer devices where you're getting draw rates of around 20 pounds, that's going to be very important for strength. So let's put a 5 here, and generally you'll want either 6, 8, or 10 for these horizontal cells. I'll just leave an 8 there. Now the next part is similar to printing the extensions. We want to make sure that these lines right here are running the length of the device, of the part. Now, we also want to make sure that we use modifiers in order to increase the infill in the vital parts where we need strength. That is precisely in this area and this area, because that's the most common area that would break. That this is the area that holds the arms into the rest of the body. And so what we're going to do there is right click here and add modifier. You can just make it a box. We'll go back to here and rescale that box so it goes rescale this box so it goes out like here, and basically make it so it covers the whole area that we want to enhance for additional strength. I'm just going to make this go like here, and then we can right click on the box and select add settings infill. In this case I've already got infill because I've already done this a lot, but anyway, so you go here and you say infill and increase that. You'll typically want to increase that to around 40%. 40% may not be necessary in all cases, but that basically guarantees that this isn't going to break. So now we've got much thicker infill around the spot that needs to be high strength. Everything else is just 10%. That way we're not wasting filament on the areas that don't really need the strength. Now the other thing here, for a lot of these you will need to turn off the skirt so it does not go off the build plate. So we can set skirt loops to 0, and now if we reslice it, okay, it'll fit on the plate. As you can see, a lot of these things take about a day to print if you're printing them properly. These pieces should generally be PETG. It is possible in many cases to print them as PLA. Again, you just got to be aware that at the higher draw rates you might end up with a failure if you use PLA. Now, as for the actual files here, we've got these, which are the covers, and then additionally that there are covers that do not have the pins in this right here, which can help if either these pins are getting destroyed or if the elastic is hitting these pins and getting damaged. Same thing here, we've got the mirrored cover, and then we have a variety of different bodies. We have the body that does not have any back distance between the arms and the rail itself. And then we have, this is a different size body that's used when you don't have any extension pieces. And then we have varying levels of body which have the understructural holes for mounting the understructure. Now these two are the slingbow bodies, and this moves these covers back some so that you can use shorter arms and longer elastic. Same goes for this one, which moves it back even farther. And finally, this is an older body that is used for smaller sling bows. Same concept here. This does not use hybrid arms, that it simply uses very short arms, which are placed in these holes right here.